Nike means, it's the same thing as the word, there's a word you've heard before, I think.
The tennis shoe?
Like the tennis shoe.
Oh, really?
Okay, Nike, Roman, what's the Greek equivalent of that word?
Nike Roman.
Nike would be, Greek would be Victoria. That's what Victoria means. Yeah, how about that?
I didn't realize Nike meant Victoria.
Same thing, yeah. It's like Jupiter and Zeus, you know, it's a matter whether they're from the Latin or the Greek. So
would this be like sarcophagi of the victorious?
yeah, now they should have, well, that's of the Nikes, they're gods. So in here you have, are you recording? Okay. So I should have, okay, ask that question again. Because all that other, that was not for recording. But,
Are you taking
okay.
your book or no?
Yeah, please do.
Oh, and then
Okay, yeah, go ahead. So this is
sarcophagi of the Nikes.
of the Nikes. Now, the thing that's significant, we're talking in many of the sarcophagi, Greek and Roman gods being placed on Eros, Cupid, Aphrodite, and it's just surprising. First time I came here, I thought, these are Orthodox Jews. What are they doing? And it just tells me in the 3rd and 4th centuries BC, AD, not BC, AD, when this was the place for burial for those who were very religious. It just tells me that they were very much influenced by the world, Hellenization, you know, and so they were very much influenced in their artwork and so forth. So most of the sarcophagi have writing in Hebrew, but some is Greek or Latin. So, you know, it was very much in a world of change. But they had to bury here. You understand, when we go to the Mount of Olives, what do we see? We see tombs. Thousands and thousands of tombs. Why? It's a Jewish belief that when you die, judgment takes place on the east side of Jerusalem at the Golden Gate. They come in through the gates and they're judged there. And you have to whittle through the earth. So the closer you are to those eastern gates, the better. But after the Bar Kokhba rebellion, they couldn't go to the Mount of Olives. They couldn't go to Jerusalem. And so this became the place. And so they'd be buried here. That's why this is important. Where you're buried is important. And still, it's visited. We see all these Orthodox Jews here because we're during this period of Sukkot. They have these holy days going on right now. And so they come here and they honor the people who are important to their history.
So if back in the day they were being buried here, and now they're allowed back into Jerusalem, are they being buried there now?
They
again?
are.
Okay.
They are. And in fact, it's very expensive because there's a very limited number of spaces at the Mount of Olives. And so now, if you want a space up there, you're going to pay big bucks.
Oh, wow.
Big bucks, yeah. What they'll do, that frame is to build with stone. So they'll put stone all the way around and frame that.
How to make it blend in?
Well, it'll be this, like this, a doorway. So that will be a doorway right there. Yeah, so, okay. Menorah. Yeah, menorah. And you can tell how many candles it would hold by counting even. How many candles would this hold? 7. Is that what was in the temple? A 7-branched menorah? Yes, that's what was in the temple.
Okay.
And so this is very important, and this is an issue that's very sensitive for some Jews. We'll talk about it later. Should it have 7, or is it okay to have 8? Because we're sometimes going to see menorah that have 8 branches.
Oh, how come? How come there's...
All has to do with Hanukkah, because the 8 days it lasted, oil enough to keep the flames burning. It didn't have enough. This is when the Maccabees restored the temple, and but I'll tell you a story related to that later. Okay, we just need to remember when we get to Jerusalem to talk about that. So.